Official. Chelsea buy Christopher Nkunku from RB Leipzig. Chelsea announced their new signing this summer. There is Christopher Nkunku, who was bought from RB Leipzig. The 25-year-old footballer has agreed a 6-year contract at Chelsea. The contract will officially start on July 1, 2023. To be able to bring in Nkunku from RB Leipzig, say the BBC, Chelsea must pay a ransom of £52 million. What is Christopher Nkunku's best position? Christopher Nkunku has been announced as Chelsea's new signing. Known to be sharp, Nkunku actually admitted that his best position was not as a striker. So where will Christopher Nkunku play at Chelsea? Transfer Market calls Christopher Nkunku's playing position the code SS. Second strikers. The player concerned has also emphasized that his best position is right behind the striker. Nkunku once said, "I think it's a position that fits me perfectly. Close to a goal behind a striker. It describes me perfectly, so I've always loved playing that role." Kai Havertz's move to Arsenal seems to be going well. Dharmesh Sheth is on the Haters News podcast today talking about the Gunners' bid to sign the Chelsea attacking midfielder, and says he is hopeful to see a deal. This has been the case since a few weeks ago, when Real Madrid were most strongly linked with the former Bayer Leverkusen man. Now they are out, and Sheth seems confident that Arsenal will find common ground with Chelsea on a fee basis, and personal terms have already been agreed. Chelsea made a second bid for Tchouaméni. Chelsea appear to have revived their interest in Aurélien Tchouaméni, a year after Real Madrid hijacked a move to sign the midfielder. The 23-year-old faces a somewhat uncertain future at the Santiago Bernabéu following the arrival of Jude Bellingham, who became the second most expensive signing in the club's history. According to Spanish outlet Sport, the Blues had made an opening bid of €60 million for the France international this summer, but were quickly turned down. The report states that Chelsea are now considering whether to increase their bid to the tempting €80 million Real Madrid could be. Manchester City make a stunning £25 million bid for Chelsea's Mateo Kovacic. Manchester City have reportedly made a bid of £25 million for Chelsea midfielder Mateo Kovacic. The Premier League title bid, seen by many as a shock, is now being considered by the Chelsea board. Manchester City's unexpected proposition appears to be a strategic attempt to secure the Croatia international skills on the cheap. While Kovacic's market value is believed to be higher, City's management appear to be trying to capitalize on Chelsea's ongoing squad reshuffle under new manager Mauricio Pochettino. There has been no official comment from the two clubs regarding the proposed transfer. As speculation continues to swirl, fans and pundits alike are keeping an eye on the drama that is unfolding in this summer's transfer window. For Manchester City, acquiring Kovacic could be a significant coup. For Chelsea, it is a decision that could define their next season in the Premier League. Chelsea are targeting Diego Costa as a replacement for Edouard Mendy. Chelsea appear to have stepped up their efforts to sign a replacement for Edouard Mendy this summer. The 31-year-old keeper has been heavily linked with an exit from Stamford Bridge for the majority of this season after playing as a substitute for Kepa Arrizabalaga. According to Portuguese publication Record, Diogo Costa is on the Blues' list of options to replace Mendy. The report states that there have been no concrete proposals from the West Londoners, but negotiations are expected to be led by Jorge Mendes, who has close ties with both parties. The report states that Porto are hoping to rake in around €75 million for the 23-year-old goalkeeper. Earlier this month, the Portugal international was asked about his future at the Estadio do Dragão, but he has remained coy about answering. Ngolo Kante is very excited to join Karim Benzema. Al Ittihad have confirmed the signing of French midfielder Ngolo Kante. The 32-year-old former Chelsea star had been tipped to move on to the newly crowned Saudi Pro League champions at the start of the month, but his arrival was announced early Wednesday after completing a medical in Dubai. Canty, a World Cup winner with France in 2018, has agreed a 3-year contract at Ittihad. He leaves Chelsea after 7 trophy-laden years at the English club. A club statement read, "Kante's addition to Al Ittihad is considered one of the most high-profile and impactful signings in the club's history. It is part of the club's efforts to establish itself as the top choice for world-class players in Saudi Arabia." Canty will link up with his Ittihad compatriot Karim Benzema, who joined the Jeddah club earlier this month. The former Real Madrid forward, current Ballon d'Or holder, was then introduced to the 60,000 Ittihad supporters at King Abdullah Sports City. Lukaku scored twice as Belgium beat Estonia in European qualifying. Romelu Lukaku scored twice inside 3 minutes to lead Belgium to a 3-0 win over Estonia in Monday's European Championship qualifier, giving his side a much-needed victory after a turbulent few days. Lukaku broke the deadlock with a strike after a smooth first half-hour and doubled Belgium's advantage with another clinical finish. Lukaku has now scored 75 goals in 108 internationals. Christian Pulisic looks set to leave Chelsea this summer. Pulisic has been on international duty with the USM Canty, with whom he won the CONCACAF Nations League following a semi-final loss to Mexico and win over Canada, both in Las Vegas over the past week. The 24-year-old made his mark with a goal in the Mexico game after a difficult season with the Blues. That's what a potential suitor with a Serie A side might get. AC Milan, Juventus and Napoli are all interested in the player. It has even been claimed that Chelsea's Premier League rivals Manchester United and Newcastle United have been approached by Pulisic's representatives about a move to another top-flight rival. Recent reports from Italy, via Tuttosport, claim that Pulisic could be available for between £8.5 million and £10.25 million, a paltry price compared to the fees currently paid for players in the Premier League with the same experience. It has previously been reported that Chelsea are expecting around £20 million. Ittihad confirmed the signing of free agent Ngolo Kante. Canty has been linked with a move to Saudi Arabia, and now the club have confirmed it with a series of social media posts, praising the French midfielder as the best box-to-box player in the world. This officially marks the end of Canty's stay at Chelsea, having joined the club in 2016 from Leicester City. He will join fellow Frenchman Karim Benzema at the club, after he joined the ranks of top players who joined the Saudi Pro League, including Cristiano Ronaldo, who plays for rivals Al Nassr. A statement posted by the Saudi champions confirming the move read, Ittihad club wishes Canty success in achieving the club's goals and living up to the expectations of all the club's fans and supporters during his time with the team. They are in the FIFA Club World Cup later this year, as well as seeking to defend their title as international focus on Saudi Arabia's top flight intensifies. Canty is not the only Premier League star tipped with a potential move to Ittihad. Mailsport previously reported that the club is interested in signing Son Heung-min from Tottenham for £51 million, although Spurs are said to be reluctant to accept such a move. Chelsea see the Everton goalkeeper as a competitor to Kepa Arrizabalaga. The 29-year-old does not appear to be a top target for Mauricio Pochettino, but he remains on the shortlist. CBS Sports' Ben Jacobs has told Chelsea that they will be looking at Pickford as a potential signing if the Blues manage to offload Edouard Mendy this summer. The Senegal international is now closer to a move to Saudi Arabia, so Chelsea are expected to start looking for a replacement to compete with Kepa Arrizabalaga. The Sun believes Manchester United are also interested in Pickford. Pickford played a key role in keeping Everton out of the Championship last season, keeping 8 clean sheets in 37 Premier League appearances. 2 Chelsea players refused to be sold to Saudi Arabia. It all started with PIF, which is Saudi Arabia's state investment institution and held by Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who recently became an investor for Clearlake Capital, Todd Boehly's company. In fact, Todd Boehly, who is the owner of Chelsea, is known to have traveled to Saudi Arabia recently. Based on this relationship, Chelsea allegedly gave the green light for Saudi Arabian clubs who want to recruit players from Stamford Bridge. After that, news emerged that Hakim Ziyech, Kalidou Koulibaly and Edouard Mendy were also offered to Saudi Arabian clubs. It's no longer a secret, Saudi Arabia has a hobby of buying players from Europe to further promote its football. As summarized by the British media, there are 2 Chelsea players who will soon be offered again to Saudi Arabian clubs. They are strikers, namely Romelu Lukaku and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Conor Gallagher makes sure he wants to stay at Chelsea. Conor Gallagher has made it clear he wants to stay at Chelsea next season. Gallagher is also looking forward to working with new manager Mauricio Pochettino. Gallagher's future at Stamford Bridge is now uncertain. The midfielder from England is reportedly one of the players who will be released this summer. So far, several clubs have been linked with the 23-year-old midfielder.
Newcastle, West Ham and Brighton are reportedly interested in landing Gallagher.
Even though his future is uncertain, Gallagher insists that he does not want to move clubs and still loves Chelsea. Gallagher said, "Of course, I'm a Chelsea player and I love Chelsea. It's been a tough season for me and the whole team. I think we're going to work hard to get us back to where we should be." Chelsea are heavily targeting Nicolas Jackson. Chelsea are hoping to complete a £30 million deal for Villarreal striker Nicolas Jackson in the coming days. As revealed exclusively by Standard Sport this week, the Blues are working hard to land the 21-year-old.
The process of face-to-face negotiations and agreement on personal terms is imminent.
Chelsea acted quickly to secure the Senegal international after being targeted by AC Milan and Aston Villa. The number of interested clubs is steadily increasing after Nicolas Jackson scored 9 goals in his last 8 La Liga games of the season. Jackson is a cheaper option than Napoli star Victor Osimhen and Atlanta youngster Rasmus Højlund, who remain in demand.